Loneliness isn't silence. It isn't emptiness. And it isn't just being alone in a room. Loneliness is a biological event, one that reshapes your thoughts, your emotions, and the chemistry of your brain. It changes the way you see people, how you read their intentions, and even how your body feels when you're lying in bed at night. Most people think loneliness is a feeling, but the truth is far deeper. It's a signal, a survival alarm designed by millions of years of evolution to tell you something is missing, something you're wired to need. These are the hidden psychological and neurological effects of loneliness that most people never hear about, and the real reason it changes who you are on the inside. Let's go through 16 facts about loneliness and how your mind reacts to it. Number 1. Loneliness is a biological alarm. Loneliness feels emotional, but it begins in biology. Your brain treats isolation the same way it treats hunger or physical danger, as a threat to survival. Deep in the nervous system, ancient circuits activate, sending urgent messages through your body. Find connection, restore safety, don't stay alone for too long. This is why loneliness feels heavy, distracting, and almost impossible to ignore. It's not weakness, it's your brain trying to protect you. A lonely mind is not a quiet one. It's a mind on high alert, searching for the warmth it was designed to depend on. Number 2. Loneliness makes your brain hyper-vigilant. When you're isolated, the world doesn't feel neutral anymore. The amygdala, your brain's threat detector, becomes more active, scanning for danger that might not exist. Suddenly, small sounds feel louder, routines feel riskier, people feel less predictable. Your brain prepares for rejection when nobody is rejecting you. This hypervigilance isn't paranoia. It's biology overreacting to protect a mind that feels alone. You're not imagining the tension. Your brain is bracing for something to go wrong. Number 3. Loneliness increases physical pain sensitivity. The ache you feel during loneliness is real and physical. The same region of the brain that processes physical pain also lights up when you feel emotionally isolated. This is why your chest feels tight during heartbreak, why silence feels sharp, why simple rejection can ache like a bruise you can't see. Your brain doesn't separate emotional pain from physical injury. To the mind, loss is a wound, and loneliness is the echo that keeps hurting long after the moment has passed. Number 4. Loneliness amplifies negative memories. When you're lonely, your brain shifts into protection mode. It starts replaying negative memories more vividly, not to punish you, but to warn you. The mind tries to keep you from making the same social mistakes again, so it highlights rejection, awkward moments, disappointments, anything that might help you stay safe. But the cost is emotional weight. You relive pain more intensely than you relive connection. Your past hurts become louder than your past joys. And little by little, loneliness teaches your brain to prioritize what can go wrong over what might go right. Number 5. Loneliness disrupts your sleep. You can be exhausted, you can close your eyes, and still wake up feeling like you didn't rest. That's because your brain sleeps on guard. REM cycles get lighter. Dreams become restless. Your nervous system stays half awake, scanning for danger even in the dark. Your body sleeps, but your brain doesn't trust the silence. It treats the night like a vulnerable moment, forcing you into shallow rest, not because you want it, but because you feel unprotected. Number 6. Loneliness warps your interpretation of others. Loneliness doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you see people. Neutral faces start looking unfriendly. Normal messages seem cold or distant. You start assuming others don't care even when they do. This isn't pessimism, it's survival mode. A lonely brain prepares for rejection before it happens. It misreads safety as danger and connection as risk. And when your mind expects distance, every interaction feels like proof. Number 7, loneliness makes your mind addicted to worst-case scenarios. A lonely brain starts building stories, dark ones, not because you want to worry, but because your mind is trying to predict pain before it arrives. It imagines rejection. It imagines abandonment. It imagines every worst possibility just to be prepared. This habit becomes addictive. Your brain gets hooked on anticipating what can hurt you. It's not negativity. It's a desperate attempt to regain control in a world that feels uncertain and empty. Number 8, loneliness lowers your self-worth. When you're isolated for too long, your brain starts assuming the problem is you. You begin to feel less wanted, less interesting, less important. Not because it's true, but because the mind tries to make sense of the silence. Your brain fills the lack of connection with self-blame. It creates explanations for why you're alone. And those explanations often turn into emotional wounds. Loneliness doesn't just make you feel unloved, it makes you forget what being loved used to feel like. Number 9, loneliness makes time feel slower. Minutes stretch, hours feel heavy, days feel longer than they should. When you're disconnected, your brain pays closer attention to the passage of time, amplifying every quiet moment. This is why loneliness feels endless, even when the clock hasn't changed much. Your brain isn't bored, it's waiting for connection, waiting for warmth, waiting for something to pull it out of stillness. Number 10, loneliness activates fight or flight. Even mild rejection hits like a threat. A delayed text, a canceled plan, a quiet room. Each one triggers stress signals, adrenaline rising, heart beating faster, breath tightening. Your brain interprets isolation as a danger, so even small social pain activates the same response your body would have to a physical threat. You're not dramatic, you're wired to react, because to the mind, loneliness feels like emotional survival on the edge. Number 11, loneliness makes you overthink everything. Silence becomes a canvas your brain fills with fear. You replay conversations, analyze messages, question tone, timing, pauses, expressions, anything that might explain why you feel disconnected. Overthinking isn't a personality trait, it's a symptom of unmet emotional needs. A lonely mind tries to solve a problem that can only be healed through connection, not logic. Number 12, loneliness makes you attached to fantasies. When reality feels empty, your brain creates its own form of comfort. You imagine relationships, friendships, scenarios that fill the emotional gaps. You idealize people, replay memories, invent conversations that soothe the ache. These fantasies aren't delusion, they're self-preservation. Your mind is trying to create warmth in a place where warmth is missing. Number 13, loneliness rewires your expectations. The longer you feel lonely, the more your brain starts expecting disappointment. You assume people will leave. You assume messages won't come. You assume closeness won't last. Your mind tries to prepare for emotional pain by expecting it early. This expectation becomes a filter, and sometimes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Number 14, loneliness makes socializing exhausting. It's the paradox of loneliness. You want connection, yet you feel drained by it. When your brain has been in isolation mode for too long, social energy costs more. Simple conversations feel overwhelming. Small talk feels like work. Crowds feel like chaos. This isn't introversion, it's emotional fatigue. The mind isn't resisting people, it's just not used to feeling safe around them anymore. Number 15, loneliness makes your inner voice louder. When no one is around, your internal dialogue fills the silence. Thoughts echo. Self-doubt grows louder. Imagination takes over conversations you wish you could have in real life. Your brain amplifies your own voice because it's the only one it hears. And the quieter your surroundings become, the more your thoughts expand to fill the space. Number 16. Loneliness weakens your reward system. Even when something good finally happens, it doesn't feel as good as it should. Dopamine receptors become less responsive, making joy feel muted. Food tastes duller. Music feels flatter. Hobbies lose color. It's not that you don't care, it's that your brain forgot how to react to happiness after too much emotional emptiness. But here's the part you need to hear most. Loneliness is reversible. The moment real connection enters your life, even a small one, your brain begins to heal. Dopamine rises, stress chemicals drop, neurons reconnect, emotional circuits strengthen again. Warmth returns to places that felt numb. Your mind is not broken. It's waiting for safety, for presence, for one honest moment of connection to remind it how to feel alive again. Loneliness changes the brain, but connection rewires it back. And every step towards someone, a call, a message, a laugh, a moment, is a step back towards yourself.